Hey everyone, can you guys give me a mic check? Mic check 1, 2, 3. My regulars know what that means. Just give me some thumbs up. How's the sound and all of that stuff? Today is November 17th. All good. All right. Thanks, Rose. All right. So, hello to everyone in chat. We got Carly, Delana, Rose with Thorns, allegedly, Vicky Lane. How are you guys all doing? American Girl. And if I missed anybody in the very beginning that said hello to you guys too. So today's live stream, I know everybody is live right now, and I know everybody is talking right now about those 4 students at that university. That's like what everyone is talking about. But this is something I learned about last night, and I am mortified about it that I was like, I'm going to just stop what I'm doing, research, and go live today with this. And I accidentally set this live for tomorrow. I was like, what the fuck? But we're here today. So if you guys can please hit the like button before we even get started. Mods, make sure you tell people to hit the like button because that's the only way I'm going to be able to do my job with spreading awareness. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help this family out right now, and I'm trying to get awareness with this case. Now, hey, Barbara, I see you coming in. Kimmy, Jean, hello. Heather Marie, thank you guys for all being here. Now, I'm going to just jump right into this live stream, and I'm going to go over everything we know with this case. I'm going to try to go over all of the facts, and then we'll jump into the speculation and what is going on with this case. What you're looking at on the screen right now is the very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Shanquella Robinson. She was 25 years old, and sadly, she passed away on a vacation trip with her so-called friends. And this whole stream, I'm going to be saying so-called friends, and I have no problem with saying that. And if I get hate in my chat, or if they come in my chat on the replay gang, so be it. So-called effing friends, I say. Now, let me show you some photos of her. I mean, beautiful. 25 years old. Her family says she was extremely smart. She was definitely driven based off of her social media and all her accomplishments. She had her own business, her own hair business. She specialized in braiding hair, and it was very successful. She specialized in kids' hair, so she would do braids, and this was her own business. And her mom says she was thriving with it, and she was making really good money. This is her right here. She loved to travel. She has so many different spots that she's been to. She's, very beautiful. And with all of that comes jealousy. And I feel like during this live stream, there are gonna be points during the stream where you're gonna be really upset, and then you're gonna be really sad. You're gonna be upset because of what happened to her, and you're gonna be sad because what happened to her. And I feel like this is a perfect example of you just never know who are your real friends. You never know who low key is jealous of you. You never know who really has bad intentions with you. And I say that because there is new information being released that blows my mind. And this is why I keep my circle so small. People can say, oh, you don't have many friends. And you know what? I like it like that. I have my girls, I got my boyfriend, I got family, I got a few people I call friends, but other people, they're just acquaintances. And I'm okay with that. Keep your circle small. Know who you surround yourself with. Know who you surround yourself with. And hello to everyone coming into chat. Don't think I'm ignoring you guys or anything like that. I kind of just want to get all the facts with this. So I see Kimbers, I see Anna D, Sky Z, and we got some bots coming into chat. So mods, can you just handle those? I should have put subscribers only and I didn't. Okay, I blocked it. Okay. Now let me go over what happened here. I'm going to go over the gist of it. So Shanquella, she, again, 25, she went on this Cabo trip with her friends. It was one of her friends' birthday, so-called friend's birthday. Now she goes on this trip, to Mexico. And when you go out there, you think you're going to have a great time, sandy beaches, beautiful water, beautiful people, good drinks. You're going to have a good time. Well, sadly, that's not what happened with this case. Just the very next day, Shanquella's mother would get a phone call from these so-called friends, and they said that she wasn't, there's different stories that are being told. One was she wasn't feeling good, that she had thrown up. Another one was that she had alcohol poisoning. And then another one was that they were calling the doctor and that she had alcohol poisoning, they were saying. Mom finds out that she actually dies. And her friends tell the mom that she died from alcohol poisoning. Now, the mom knew something wasn't right because of the different stories she was getting. So, red flag to mom already up front. Always trust your instinct. And I can't even imagine what that feels like. You have your daughter, you know, living life at 25. This is where they're traveling, they have their friends, they're starting their careers, that they're enjoying life. And then to get a phone call that's something that they passed, and not only that she passed in Mexico, and she lived in Charlotte. So she lived in Charlotte with her family out there. So imagine getting that phone call. I can't even imagine what that even would feel like. Like the fear that would go into my mind. Well, mom tries to find out what happened to her daughter, and no, she did not die from alcohol poisoning. In fact, from the autopsy results, it says that she actually passed from injuries due to a broken neck and a cracked spine. Let me repeat that: a broken neck and a cracked spine. And I know you guys are thinking, like, what the fuck? How did that even happen? Did she get in a car accident? Did she fall off a building? How the hell would she sustain injuries like that actually cost her her life? Well, the answers from the friends are she was drinking and alcohol poisoning. That's what the friends had said. They're sticking to that story. She drank too much. She passed from alcohol poisoning. But again, the autopsy says different. Now, fast forward, recently a video was leaked. Now, this video right now is all over social media. It is actually trending on Twitter. It's all over YouTube. And this is how I actually learned of this case, because I was on Twitter last night and it popped up on my feed, the video, and I went and I watched it, and I was literally horrified by what I watched. That's like an understatement of wording. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. And then I went to the comments and I was reading everything, and I was like, what the fuck? So I started researching everything, and I'm just blown away. Let me give you a little dialogue for the video. The video shows a woman and Shanquella, and they're in the hotel room in Cabo, and I don't even want to say they're fighting, because this is not a fight. To me, is two people going at it. That's a fight. This is not a fight. This is her getting beat, in my opinion. She does not fight back at all. And at one point, someone is recording it. It's a guy, and he says, aren't you going to, he says something like, aren't you going to fight back, or something like that to her? And or can't you fight back? And she says, no. And not all, and she doesn't fight back the whole time. And not only that, you're naked. You heard me right, naked. I'm not talking panties and bra. I mean full on naked, you guys. And I'm like, okay, why is she naked in this video? Did she, and it leads my mind to start thinking, was she set up? Was she caught off guard? What the fuck is going on here? One, was she in the shower? Was she sleeping? Was she having an intimate moment with a guy? Like, why is she naked? And the girl that is bombing on her, she is clothed. You can tell it is first thing in the morning, in my opinion, based off of what that girl is wearing. It looks like she's wearing a two-piece pajama set. In my opinion, it looks like like shorts and like a shirt, a long sleeve shirt. It looks like, and she has like something on her hair. So to me, clearly, this is first thing in the morning. And again, she is naked. Now, I'm not going to play the video here. I'm going to play the video here, but I blurred it all out. And the reason I want to play it is because, one, I want you guys to hear what is being said, and then I want you guys to also see how this girl is beating her. But again, as far as Shanquella, she's all blurred out. I'm not gonna, show her at all because one, she's naked, and I just, out of respect for her and her family is aware of this video. They've seen it. The mother said, "Yep, that's my daughter, and that's her friend." Like the mom knew everybody in on that video. She knows them all. Those are her friends. Those are the people that she went with to Cabo. So the mom's aware of it. The family's aware of it. And they want people to see and raise, hell over this because they want answers. They want answers. They were told their daughter died from alcohol poisoning. Then they find out, no, her injuries are broken neck and a cracked spine. And now this video surfaces. Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. Talk about friends covering up this. And I personally, in my opinion, think every single person in that video should be held responsible for this. And I do hope this case gets open because we're dealing right now, the family's dealing with Mexican authorities, and good luck with that. The FBI don't have jurisdiction, they said to them, in Mexico. So there's another obstacle. So the family is trying their hardest to spread awareness and get help to get this case open and for people to see what really ended up happening. The mom thinks she was beat, and I do too. So again, thank you guys for being here with me. I'm going to pull up an article really quick so I can get some of more of the fine tune of the details. So let me see. Give me 1 second. And again, thank you guys all for being here. Don't think I'm ignoring you in chat. This case is just one that I'm horrified over, and you'll understand once you see everything with it. So let me pull up, we'll do this video. This clip, this article. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crazy Crime Chick, and I deep dive and discuss true crime cases. We all meet here on a regular, either for a live stream or I put videos out, and we just go through all the facts. And then we speculate, theorize, and I go over everything, like the theories that are out there with the case. And then you guys choose where you want to believe with it. So let me pull this article. Let's see. Let's see. Put a 1 in chat if you've heard of this case. This actually happened, you guys, back in October. So I believe she went out to Cabo on the 28th, and then her mom gets the phone call on the 29th that she passed from her friends. So she wasn't even there for a few days. She gets there and this happened. And this is why online, a lot of people are wondering, was she specifically set up during this Cabo trip? Because she was only there 1 day. All right, let me pull this article. All right, let's share this. Still loading, so I'm going to let it load. Okay. I see some ones in here too. Hey, Twisted Gemini. I just learned of this last night, and I was up just trying to gather as much information for you guys for today. Okay, so on the screen, this is going to be her parents, her dad, and her mom. And it's so sad because I clipped together 3 different news stations, and it's the most accurate information I can get for you guys. We're going to watch it after this. But in one of those, it's so sad because the dad says that he will never be able to walk her down the aisle. He'll never be He'll never have grandchildren. And he was robbed from all of that. He says goodbye to his daughter to go on a trip to Cabo, thinking she's with friends, she's going to have a good time, and then this happens. It's just so heartbreaking. And again, you just don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know who has ill intentions against you. It's so sad. It's like back in the days, it was what? Keep your enemies close, watch your enemies. No, nowadays you got to watch your friends. You can't even trust your own friends. That's horrible. All right, so let me read this to you guys. Again, this is going to be Shanquella Robinson. She's 25 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina. She was found deceased by doctors in a villa in Mexico after traveling to celebrate a friend's birthday on October 29th. Now, October 28th is, I think, when they actually went out there again. And then the 29th is when she was found deceased. So again, this is a photo of her. She had her own business. She was very driven, successful business, I might add. And that can lead, beauty, and you're successful, you're smart, that can lead to some women to be jealous of you. Another photo of her. Now, this is a screenshot of the image of the video that's gone viral on social media. I know it's blurred and you can't really see it, but this would be the hotel room. And this on the left-hand side of your screen, this is going to be her alleged friend. And she's the one who is just swinging on her head, her back of her head, kicking her. And the whole time, Shanquella doesn't fight back. And I keep thinking in my own head, because I've been in some fights when I was younger, and your instinct when you get in a fight is always to fight back, and even if you don't know how to fight, your instinct is just to fight back. Unless, and I'm thinking for myself, why wouldn't I fight? And I'm thinking, unless maybe I was intoxicated and I couldn't fight back. I don't know, but she doesn't fight back. But this is a little screenshot of it. Give me a second, guys. Huh? What do we eat? Yeah, there should be the meat left. Nana probably put it all away. Check.
In the garage?
No, check Tupperwares. You should probably put it in the garage. You're taking lunch?
No meat right now.
Shh. I'm live. I don't want them to hear your voice. You look cute. That looks cute. I thought you didn't like that jacket.
Yeah, it doesn't look in the garage.
Oh my gosh. All right, what time you get up?
5.
All right, love you, bye.
Love you.
Text me when you get there.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Oldest one going to school. Okay, so that again is the screenshot for it. Another screenshot. This is when she's on the floor, and the girl is hitting her in the back of the head. At one point, the girl throws her, kind of like throws her to the floor. So that's why she's on the floor right there. And the whole time, you guys, somebody's recording it. A guy's recording it. And there's other voices there. You hear a girl in the background saying something else. Now, she went on this Cabo trip with 7 alleged friends. 7. All right, so one pal, I love how they use certain wording. So one alleged friend, she rang Shanquella's parents to say she had alcohol poisoning and she was sick before a doctor showed up to attempt to revive her. But an autopsy report obtained by her family again indicates that her neck was broken. I mean, fuck. Her neck was broken and then she got a cracked spine. Like, what the fuck? Now, a sickening video has appeared seeming to show a naked Shanquella being attacked in the villa in Cabo by one of her alleged female friends. Now, while a male acquaintance films the assault. Now, I will also say, I wonder, because it's a very short recording of the fight. Now, there's more to that fucking video. There's more. And that hasn't been leaked yet. And I'm wondering, where's the video after that? Like where that stops, or where's the rest of it? Because there's no way it's just that short clip. There's no way. There's more to that. Now, it has not been possible to verify. Okay, so the Sun is saying they can't verify the video, but I also have a news station who is saying they did verify the hotel. So we're going to watch that. and it would be a hotel that they stood at in Cabo. Okay. Now the son couldn't verify that that was, where this took place, the video, but her family, the recent video making the rounds on the internet and social media, they say it does show their daughter, and it does show her being beaten inside a hotel room. Now, the family has now reached out to the FBI in Charlotte's office for help. So far, there is no confirmation from authorities that Shanquella suffered any fatal injuries during the alleged fight. Now, originally, when the mom found out about her daughter passing, she called the Mexican authorities to find out what happened. And they told her that she passed from alcohol poisoning. But then when the autopsy results come back and the mom gets her hands on it, that's not what it says on the autopsy report. She did not die from alcohol poisoning. She died from injuries from a broken neck and a cracked spine. So it is very alarming, and I'm not surprised that the Mexican authorities are saying one thing, but the autopsy is saying another. And that's what is so scary, is knowing that she's having to deal with the Mexican authorities. And I feel like a lot of you know why I'm saying that. Okay, so in the clip of the video, you again will hear a man's voice is heard off camera taunting Shanquella, saying, "Can you at least fight back?" She tries to get away from her attacker and implies no, before the woman slams her to the floor next to the bed. The woman then punches and knees the stricken Shanquella in the head, yelling at her to get up. "I'm tired of this shit." Now, Shanquella's father, he said his daughter flew to Cabo on the southern trip to Baja, California on October 28th. She was found a day later, only a day later, which has a lot of people kind of just wondering, and I agree. God, you go on this trip with your friends and a day later you're deceased, and then this video surfaces. Your friends say you died from alcohol poisoning, but then this video gets leaked. Yeah, not buying it. Again, she was found a day later with her friends. They all came back. Now they all flew back, and they told him and his wife that their daughter had died from alcohol poisoning. So there's cover up coming on here. Like, come on, you guys. Like, this isn't rocket science. You have friends saying that she died from alcohol poisoning, and then the mom says that they're giving different statements about it. And that was her first red flag with all of this. And then you get the autopsy report, and it's no alcohol poisoning. It's actually a broken neck and a cracked spine. Those are serious injuries. And then this video gets leaked. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. I think she passed from injuries from this fight. That's me. I think she was beat to death. That is my opinion. Now, she was declared deceased at 3 p.m. And now this is very important to note, you guys. Now, it is reportedly just 15 minutes after suffering her injuries. Now, although I guess I will say it hasn't been determined if these were a direct result of those sustained in the fight video. But here's the thing, you guys. So what this is saying, and this is in the autopsy report, that she suffered injuries, and then she passed 15 minutes later from it. So that's very important to note. 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes of sustaining these injuries, she passed. Now we have this video surfacing of this fight, and then her mom gets a phone call during the day saying she wasn't feeling good, that she had thrown up, that she had alcohol poisoning. I mean, again, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I do think this is how she passed. Now, her father, Bernard, he says, "I just want some truth because this doesn't add up right." Now, her grieving family claimed they were told by Mexican authorities that Shanquella had died from alcohol poisoning. However, a copy of her autopsy report says that she died from neck injuries, basically is what it's saying. Now, it was never a fight. She didn't fight, her mom said. They attacked her. And again, when you see the video, yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like these so-called friends are right there. One of them's recording it, and the other one is just bombing on her, and she doesn't fight back. I couldn't, if this was my friend, I couldn't even watch it. Like, I would have been like, okay, she's not fighting back, stop. You know what I mean? And not only that, you guys, she's naked. Why is she naked? I don't understand that. Like, it's so weird. She said that her daughter was a hardworking business owner and that she was excited to go on holiday in Cabo, which on some photos she does talk about going to Cabo and she was excited about it. And it's so sad because look what ends up happening. Her mother says, I looked at some of her posts that she had put up. She said she was really having a nice time, and I don't know where it went wrong from there. Let's see. Now, again, it says that WJZY reported that her death certificate made no mention of alcohol intoxication, but only said that she was found unconscious in her living room and that I guess a maid had found her. And one very important is right now, you guys. So this took place, she went out there October 28th, and then October 29th, her family gets the phone call that she was not, her friends call, alleged friends, so-called fucking friends, called the family saying that she passed from alcohol poisoning. And then just, we now know all of this new stuff, and no one's been charged with anything right now. No one has. Now, her body was flown back to Charlotte last Thursday, and her funeral service will be held on Saturday. And again, this is her father. He says, all I've been doing is just crying, trying to figure out what happened. My heart goes out to these parents, you guys, dude. I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She's gone. Heartbreaking. It's like a nightmare. I can't even sleep. I'm just frustrated. And that's why I felt like the need just to go live today with this. I was like, you guys know I do have family here from out of state. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out some time to talk about this case and help this family spread awareness because I'm not seeing that many creators talk about this. Let me see what you guys are saying. I have not seen anything. Don't think I'm ignoring you. There's no mention in everything I've seen, Buttercup, from all the videos, all the reporters, everything. There is no mention of drugs in her system at all. So I have not personally got the copy of the autopsy results. I'm going to see if I can get that so I can read it. But every reporter, no one's mentioned drugs. So I'm going to assume, because no one has mentioned drugs in her system, I'm going to assume there was no drugs in her system. Okay, Kimmy Jean, I'm just seeing that. Looking beyond, we don't know what the fight was about. The video was leaked just recently, and no one is saying what. I don't know who leaked it. I don't know where's the rest of the video. All I know is there's a little snippet of the video out there. And again, I'm going to play it for you, but I do blur out Shanquella just out of respect to her because she's naked, and I will never put that out on my channel, her being like that. But I don't know. Nobody knows. And I just learned of this last night. So I still got a lot of sleuthing to do because I'm trying to see comments and I'm trying to watch who's covering it to see what comments are there or if friends are speaking out anywhere. And to see, because, in the comment section, a lot of times you'll get your answers there because friends will go on there, family members, people that know things will go on there and say things. But so far, I don't know what the fight was about at all. I know, Vicky, it made me sick last night. And this was a topic last night. I seen it and I was like showing my boyfriend. And I was like, and at first I was like, is she naked? Like I couldn't, I was like, what? Because it's kind of grainy, the video itself. And like I looked at it a couple times and I was like, holy shit, that makes it even worse. Why the fuck is she naked? Hi, the evil CJ concept. Never heard of this one. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it is so wrong on every level. All right, let me play some news clips for you guys. and then we will look at the video together. Again, out of respect for her, it is blurred out. So if you're thinking you're going to see it here on the channel, you're not. It is all over YouTube though. And it is right now, I just looked, it is trending on Twitter. All right, let me just move this around. Okay. And you guys, when I hit play, you guys can hear it. Let me stop. Let me do it this way. Let's try this again. Okay. Yeah, I have it download too on my phone. And I've watched it, I don't know how many times. But it's horrifying. It is horrifying. And I don't like, why is the guy recording it? And why is she naked? And when we listen to these next news streams, it gives us some more more information regarding that day. So one thing you're going to hear is that her mom spoke to her that evening and everything was fine. So she arrives there in Cabo. She speaks with her mom. She calls her mom. She tells her mom they're about to eat. They're going to eat some tacos or something like that, and everything's fine. They're going to stay in that first night, she says. Then the next morning, and you can tell it's morning based off of what the girl looks like, the one that's fighting with her, and then you can see the sun. So you can tell it's during the morning time. And then the mom gets a phone call shortly later that she passed from alcohol poisoning. So I don't know. There's just a lot of questions. Now, thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that comment. Okay, let's take a listen to this.
Lucas. Morgan Francis tonight spoke to the family and joins us now here in the studio. So Morgan, when did all this happen?
Alicia, this happened about 2 weeks ago. Shanquella Robinson went to Mexico.
San Lucas. Morgan Francis tonight spoke to the family and joins us now here in the studio. So Morgan, when did all this happen?
Alicia, this happened about 2 weeks ago. Shanquella Robinson went to Mexico with her friends. She arrived early on Friday the 28th, and her family says the next morning she was dead.
It was supposed to be a fun, long weekend for 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson and her group of friends who went to Cabo to celebrate one of their birthdays.
She told me they had a chef. They was getting ready to eat. They was eating tacos, something, salad or something they was eating. And I said, well, okay, I love you. Have a good night. And I would talk to you tomorrow. And I never talked to my child again. And she never made it back home.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
And the aunt came back that it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Salamandra said the entire group came back from Mexico, leaving her daughter's body there. Nearly 2 weeks and $6,000 later, her body is back home. But answers have been hard to come by.
You know, I know that's not going to bring my child back, but I want something done about it.
Queen City News has spoken with officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico who refute the claim that Robinson was murdered, saying the police's initial indication is that there was no clear evidence of foul play. Here in Charlotte, her family refuses to believe their daughter's death. Robinson was murdered. The police's initial indication is that there was no clear evidence.
And this is why I want to spread awareness with this, because this is troubling. There is no indication of foul play, no clear evidence of foul play. And I don't understand that. Like, help me understand that. Help make sense of that, because the friends call they call to the front office. They're requesting assistance, right? And they're saying alcohol poisoning is what their story they're going with. So then authorities end up coming, right? She passes away. They try to revive her. They did CPR to her, and you're going to hear that in a bit. Then, law enforcement comes, they get the autopsy. So then once the autopsy is done and you don't see any indications of alcohol poisoning, because that's what's on the autopsy report, then you see she has a broken neck and a cracked spine. How come foul play isn't being included here? Like, I don't understand that. But then I'm thinking, I'm dealing with the Mexican authorities. There is your answer. Shit.
Of foul play. Here, Charlotte's death was an accident, and they vowed to find the truth of what happened that night in Cabo.
She had a heart of gold. She loved everybody, and pretty much everybody loved her.
An official with the State Department told us they're helping the family obtain reports from authorities and recommend the family hires a private investigator and an attorney if they question the circumstances surrounding Shanquella's death. Alicia. Yeah, Brian, I did. 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson died a day after she arrived in Cabo with her friends. The family says her friends told them she had alcohol poisoning, but the death certificate I received today says nothing about alcohol.
I probably won't be at ease until someone's arrested.
Whether or not someone should be arrested in the death of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson remains as uncertain as how she died. The woman, well known for her business braiding hair, turned up dead after just a day on vacation in Mexico. According to her family, Robinson's friends told them she was drunk.
They had a villa, and they stayed there all night. They didn't go out at all. No one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway.
Queen City News obtained Robinson's death certificate, which lists the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. In a section where any kind of intoxication, it says person found unconscious on her living room.
And they didn't call us to the very last minute. And then on top of that, they said the maid found them.
The group Villa Lou, a property listed on CaboVillas.com. A rep with the company says the group called the concierge for help Saturday afternoon. The concierge called a doctor who gave CPR. Robinson died at 3 p.m., an estimated 15 minutes after her injury. We obtained a list of 7 guests who signed into the villa and called the phone numbers they left with the company. Some numbers weren't valid.
Please leave your message for.
Others went to voicemail.
So the death certificate has a section that reads, was it accidental or violent death? Yes was typed into that section, so it's still not clear which one authorities meant to select. The U.S. Department.
So again, they don't know which one they're talking about. Was it accidental or was it violent? There's no indication of which one it is. And again, very important to note, she was pronounced deceased at 3 p.m. and that her injuries she sustained were only 15 minutes prior to that. Again, I'm not a rocket scientist. Hey, Melmac. And I'm hoping for that too. Lala HK. Well, now that this video has come up, I feel things will change. And I'm hoping that does. They're aware of the video. You're going to hear that. Mexican authorities are aware of it. The FBI is aware of it. I think it's the FBI referred the family to the Mexican authorities, I think, for it because they have no jurisdiction in Mexico. But they're all aware of this video circulating. And so far, nothing has been done. Nothing. Yeah, dig into this. And someone said they brought up, in the living room. She was found in the living room. And when you look at the video, I don't know if that's a bedroom. Like, I don't know. I have to go and look at the villa website for this particular resort. I have to go look at their rooms and stuff like that. But it looks like this would be taking place in one of the bedrooms, it looks like. Fucking horrible. Yeah, while she was naked. Yeah, while she's naked. And why? And that's one of the things that I'm just like, was she sleeping? Because some women do sleep naked. Was she sleeping? Was she in the shower? Was she having an intimate moment? Like, why? And the other girl's clothed. You know, she's not naked. She's clothed. She's wearing clothes. She looks like she's in a two-piece pajama set to me. And she has like something over her, like a cap over her head. So this is clearly in the morning. It seems like first thing in the morning to me, based off of just looking at it. I don't know. No, so her death certificate, it says nothing about alcohol poisoning. Nothing on there, it says. Her injuries aren't from alcohol poisoning. It was when the family heard she passed away, and they called the Mexican authorities, and the friends told her that, you know, she passed from alcohol poisoning, and then she calls the Mexican authorities to find out information. The mom does, and they told her that she had passed from alcohol poisoning. So then, you know, then we get the autopsy results, and that's not on there. There's no mention of anything about alcohol poisoning. All it says is that she died due to injuries from you know, a broken neck and a cracked spine, but it has different terminology, but basically that's what it is. And the video is short, you guys, and I think there's more video than that. We don't know if after that video, you know, if that girl continued on hitting her, did somebody else jump in and hit her? All I know is that she's getting, you know, that girl's beating on her, and then you have this dude fucking recording it, and then another girl in the voice in the background saying something too. It's like, dude, you guys are her friends. Like, fuck. She comes from Charlotte, North Carolina. Margie. Hi, Margie. Good to see you, love. Hope you're feeling good today. I know. And see, that's why I still need to do sleuthing for like the internet, you know, like seeing what people are saying. That's why I got to go and look at everything. I got to go on TikTok. I got to go look at all the comments everywhere, Twitter, everywhere, because this is where we can find some of these answers. Was she forced to undress? And some people are speculating it, but I'm looking for the comments where people say they know her or they know this person. And on Twitter, people are putting out who these people are that were with her. People are saying they're starting to out them. They're starting to show photos, and they're saying these were the people with her. So all of that's starting to surface, because when this first broke, the story was she had alcohol poisoning. So not many people were looking into it, right? Because they thought, fuck, you go to Cabo, you're drinking, alcohol poisoning. Oh my gosh, right? But then everything happens for a reason. Then someone leaked this video. And since that video got leaked just recently, that blew up this case. Now everybody is talking about it. And now people are pissed. People are like, F those people. And, you know, those aren't her friends and all this stuff. So I don't know. Was she forced to undress, to be humiliated? Maybe. Right? That's how it should be, right? When someone's getting jumped, you jump in to protect them. You're not right there recording it, but we live in a society where everything is on social media. You know what I mean? Everybody's recording things. People act, you know, they act a certain way because they know they're being recorded. You know what I mean? So I know I'm trying not to go that route, but I'm kind of feeling that way too, Scottish Queen. All right, let me finish playing this.
State Department told Queen City, Mexican authorities say there's no evidence Robinson was murdered.
Morgan, let us break a video that's been circulating online.
This video is viral, and it shows a woman beating up another woman who's naked. Family has confirmed to Queen City News that other woman is Shanquella Robinson, who died from a severe spinal cord injury. It was difficult to watch, and out of respect for Shanquella Robinson's family, Queen City News will not air it in its entirety, but it does provide more insight into what may have happened at the villa in Cabo.
Okay.
New video shows a woman charge at Shanquella Robinson, who is naked, later delivering several punches and kicks to her head and neck. In the video, someone urges Quella to fight back.
Quella, can you at least fight back?
She says no.
When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had been, she had a broken neck and her spina in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
As Queen City News first reported, the group of 7 was on vacation together at a villa in Cabo to celebrate one of their birthdays. Robinson's family has been pleading for answers after Robinson's death certificate showed she died of severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. Friends, according to the family, told them multiple different stories.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
Queen City News has confirmed the group stayed in Villa Linda 32 in Cabo. The decor in the fight video matches that of a picture posted online of the primary suite at the vacation home. We sent the video to the FBI and U.S. State Department. A spokesperson with the State Department confirmed the death in the video, but referred us to Mexican authorities for questions regarding the investigation. The FBI stated it doesn't have jurisdiction in Mexico. We continue to reach out to everyone on the trip. One of the phone numbers that previously went to a personalized voicemail,
the subscriber you have dialed is not in service,
is now disconnected.
So as you can see, getting answers from authorities has been difficult and slow. We've made several calls to Mexican police, but haven't been able to get someone on the line who can answer questions about this case. So obviously, still a lot of lingering questions tonight. We're working to get answers. Alicia.
I just sit back and wait on God, because like I said, she's going to get it.
A mission in Mexico.
Hold on, I see some comments. So the reporter in the first clip, she's wearing the red. She reached out to the 7 that were named, who would be in the room, because when you go to a hotel or something like that, you put, everyone that's going to be staying on there, and their phone numbers were there. So she called them, and at first it was going to voicemails, right? Now she tried calling them again after that, and now it's being disconnected. So they're disconnecting their phones and shit like that. Yeah, they're trying to hide. Probably because this video's been leaked. I know, she won't even call them friends. Allegedly says, me and Kimbers agreed. I've been the stomper, and when I had to fight, I'd avoided deadly injuries. This was rage, I feel. Yeah, this is definitely rage. And you'll see, again, I'm not going to show, I blur it out of respect because she is nude, but it's out there, the video. Sky Z says, so sad. Thank you for talking about this case. Yeah, I'm going to continue digging into it because I want to know the backstory to all of this. Like, I want to see what people are saying. I know, who does that, right? Was she jealous of her? She's beautiful. She was successful, and sometimes that leads to some girls, being jealous. And even though low-key being your friend, you think they're your friend, they're really not your friend. You know what I mean? You really don't even know what their intentions are. And that's what's so scary nowadays. Back in the days, it wasn't like, I feel like back in the days, it was like, you have to keep your eye on your enemies, but now it's like, keep your eye on your fucking friends.
Mexico. How the weekend with friends turn into a nightmare.
Something is not adding up right here.
Bernard and Salamandra Robinson say their daughter, 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, traveled with friends from Charlotte to Cabo, Mexico on October the 28th.
I spoke with her Friday evening. She was having dinner. And I never spoke with her again.
The next day, their world changed.
On Saturday evening, they called and said she wasn't feeling well, and they was going to call a doctor. But when they called, the doctor hadn't arrived yet, but they said she had alcohol poison.
They say they were told their daughter died from alcohol poisoning, but they don't believe that. They say they've heard different stories, and none of them add up.
We received the autopsy report on Thursday, and it said that her neck had been broken, and she had a back, the spinal cord was cracked. So that took it to a whole nother level.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of State said, quote, "We are aware of these reports. Protecting the welfare welfare of U.S. citizens overseas is among our top priorities. Out of respect for the privacy of those involved, we have no further comment at this time. Shanquella's body arrived back in Charlotte on Thursday.
She had a heart of gold. She didn't mistreat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone.
Weeks later, questions remain.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of
Shit,
it.
they get to the bottom of it.
We're gonna get to the end.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.
And the family tells me they have contacted the FBI in Charlotte to help them figure out what happened. They also say they'll hire a private investigator if it comes to that. Their daughter will be laid to rest next Saturday.
Okay, so now I'm going to play the fight video. I don't even want to call it a fight because that's not a fucking fight. And I was going to type this out to respond to Rose with Thorn. She says the math ain't mathin'. And I agree. And a key thing to also to remember, you guys, keep in your noggin, is that she was pronounced deceased at 3 p.m. from injuries she sustained 15 minutes prior. I mean, if injuries like that, how is that not foul play? I don't get that. You're in your own hotel room. How having a broken neck and a cracked spine, I'm thinking car accident, she fell from a fucking building, or I don't know, something like that. How is that not considered foul play when she's in a room with her friends and they're saying alcohol poisoning? Like, that makes no sense to me. All right, so I'm going to play the video. Now, again, I do have it blurred out out of respect for her family and for her because she is nude. But again, the video is out there everywhere. You just type her name in on Twitter. It's trending right now. I went on there. And I know people will be like, oh my God, this is, stop playing it. But the thing is, you guys, this needs to be played because people need to see that her friend said alcohol poisoning, but then there's this fight and her injuries on the autopsy report is broken neck and a cracked spine. So this video needs to be seen. And it's sad because she is nude, but it just needs to be seen and spoken about. Something is not right here. And 100%, I think her friend, my opinion, her friends are fucking covering this up. All right, so let me hit play. Now just listen to what they're saying.
Look, can you at least fight back? At least something. At least fight back, something. Get up, bro. Get up. Yeah.
Oh, my heart pounds. I don't know, Allison. I don't know. Was she nude when they found her? That's a good question, Allison. I don't know. That's a really good question. I know. This video is just it's very alarming. And it's alarming because I don't know if you guys can hear that other girl in the background. Let me play it again. There's another voice in the background. Let me put my earphones on. Because you hear the guy saying what he says and he's fucking recording it. I mean, why are you even right there, guy friend? She's fucking nude. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm getting mad. You guys know how my ghetto-ness comes out. Hold on. Let me put my earphones on. The friend says, some alleged friend, some girl says something too. Let me play a little. Let me see. I understand what the guy is saying. I don't know what the girl is saying.
At least get up, bro. Get up. Yeah.
tonight has become a mystery.
Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, Kimmy, that's what I'm seeing too. I don't know. It was leaked, Melmac. Somebody released it. I don't know who did. And I want to know where the rest of it, because there's more to it. That's for sure. I don't believe it's just this little snippet of it. I think there's more. And we don't know. Did the girl continue after that, go back at her and charge her again and start hitting her again? Like, we don't know. We don't know what else is that we're not seeing, right? Because the camera's off. Or is there more to it? I don't know. Yeah, the girl was telling her to get up, Rose. Yeah. But I mean, you see your friend like that, and she says she's not going to fight back. She can't fight back. Why just stand there? Like, I don't know. That's just wrong, dude. And sadly, this just makes me think like, God, this could happen to anybody. This could happen to any of us. This could happen to our young adult daughters. Like, we need to talk about this. We need to have this discussion. And shit, you just always trust your instinct. Trust your instinct. And it's okay to keep your circle small. There's, I'm a loner and I don't care. I like it. I have my YouTube friends right here, my true crime friends here. You guys, I come here and speak with you guys. I keep my circle small because of shit like this, I don't know. And I don't know. Let me go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter really quick. Allegedly says, not me. I don't trust anyone ever for any reason at all. F humans. Yeah, this shit like this just makes me think like, God, you can't trust no one. You can't trust no one. These were her friends, dude. These were her friends. Her freaking alleged friends. Friends don't stand by recording a video while you're freaking nude and you're not even fighting back. That camera should have been dropped on the floor. That phone should have been dropped on the floor, and you should have been right there stopping it. The girl in the background, the other alleged friend, telling her to get up or whatever, that you should have been over there stopping it. I mean, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with people these days? Like, I don't know what's going on with the world. People are just, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me type up her name real quick on Twitter. Hold on. Here we go. And justice needs to be done for her. People need to know her name. People need to know her story. Her life mattered. And she went out there to Mexico to have a good time with her friends. And this happens to her. And her friends are covering it up. That's my opinion. Her friends are covering up what happened to her, saying she had alcohol poisoning. But there's no mention of alcohol poisoning on the autopsy report. And then she has injuries like a broken neck and a cracked spine. Yeah, you guys are covering up. Do the right thing. Do the right thing and tell the effing truth. Her life mattered. Lala says she thinks that that tells me they were all in on this plan. And that's the thing that I'm wondering, was this planned? Was she set up? I mean, this happened. She gets there on the 28th, and on the 29th, she dies. It's like, what the actual F? I do wonder too, like, when did her friends come back? Did they stay? Fuck. Did they stay and enjoy their trip, or did they all get their story in line? Yeah, I'm saying all of it. I don't care. I don't care. This is my opinion. Did they get their story all in line and then go back to where they live and try to just say she had alcohol poisoning? Because the dad said that her friend told him and his wife that she passed from alcohol poisoning. So those fucking so-called friends are traveling back saying she died from alcohol poisoning. But now we have the results, and now we have this video. Make it make sense. All right, let me see. Let me share this with you guys. Let's go on Twitter for a little bit and see what's being shared on Twitter. Does it pop up on your end? No, it doesn't. Okay, hold on. The fact that the video has surfaced tells me the dude videoing is growing a... Well, I'm thinking that too. It had to be him, right? Who leaked it, unless he sent it to somebody and they leaked it. You know what I mean? Because at first I was thinking it had to be him who leaked the video, unless he sent it to someone and they sent, they leaked it, because this just got leaked, and like the people that have been covering it are talking about it now. Why record it? I don't know. And in the beginning, where is it? Hold on. In the beginning of it, hold on. Hold on. In the beginning, in the very beginning, on one of the clips, it shows, you can hear them saying something like ready or something like that. And then they start fighting. They recorded probably to put it on social media, is probably why they initially recorded it. Allison says, I think the dude leaked the video to clear himself, but he's guilty also. He didn't stop it. Yeah, true. And not only that, okay, maybe you didn't realize this was going to be the outcome of this fight, but then you have to be held accountable because you are lying. You're saying she passed from alcohol poisoning. Did they ever mention to the doctor that came to try to, save her and check her? Did you tell them that she had just gotten into a beat down? I can't even say it's a fight, because that's not a fight. That's not a fight where I come from. That's that's one person beating on her. Did they inform them of that? I don't think so, because I don't hear any of that mentioned anywhere, that they told them, yeah, she had gotten in a fight, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And another thing I thought was interesting is how, from one of the articles I read, it was said that one of them had told the mom that she wasn't feeling good that night, that she was in bed and that she had thrown up. And I'm wondering because, sometimes when you get injuries like that, one thing you hear a lot is they end up throwing up. It's so sad. Yeah, I would not call that a fight. She was attacked. So these were all her friends, Anna D. So she went to Kabul with her friends. There were 7 of them. And the guy is one of her friends. Okay, so let's see. And this is a lot of people are saying, I need you all to stop saying, be careful who you call friend, because it's very victim blaming to me, like she wasn't careful. And here's the thing. No one's saying she wasn't careful, but these were her friends. And a lot of times as females, and trust me, I've been here where I've ended friendships because, people end up being jealous of you. If you are successful and you are pretty, that's gonna bring on jealousy. Like, let's be real, people are jealous of that shit. And sometimes people that are your friends, they're not really your friends. But I feel like, trust your instinct. You try, and she probably tried to see the good in people. You know what I mean? You don't really believe people are going to do something like this to you. You know what I mean? So it's not saying she wasn't smart or anything like that. She probably was just trusting, and she probably didn't believe these people that who knows how long she's known them, would do something like this. You don't expect someone to do this kind of shit to you. Kanika Jenkins. Yes, this is what I'm also seeing. This story is making me feel like Kanika Jenkins around the wrong group of friends. Yep, I'm thinking the same thing. And this is a comment I'm seeing a lot. And then a lot of people are saying, can we get the same attention that Gabby Petito got to go for Shanquella? Says the video is wild on so many levels. You clearly hear a grown-ass man, again, her friend, recording her being beat up while naked and making fun of her for being too intoxicated to fight back. Jail for everyone, please. And I agree. I think all should be held accountable because one, maybe you didn't, like I said, you didn't expect this to be the outcome of this fight, but then I can't help but what about the cover up at all? You know, there's a cover up here. The story is alcohol poisoning. That's not what happened. Sorry. Let's see. What is this now? Did you all hear about this story? This young lady went on a friend's trip to Cabo and was dead within 24 hours of being there. What is this? This is starting out who was actually with her. It's starting to load. Hold on. All right, so I've been to Charlotte and see woman in Mexico. So I guess they're saying, and this is allegedly because I don't know who their friends are, who they were, but they're saying these were, but this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6. Would she be the 7th maybe? So they're saying these are the people that were there. This one right here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. I recognize her photo. This would be the one that allegedly, you know, is in the video. Again, I don't know if these are the people that were in the video, but people are starting to out them and say these are them. Let's see. Friends lie about Shanquella Robinson dying of alcohol poisoning in Mexico. Yep, they're all being outed now. They're all being outed. There was another photo. Hold on. There was a photo. Okay, so again, I don't know who the girl is on the video, but this is, you know, people that know them, people that, you know, they're all starting to put shit out. So this is something else that was put out. Again, take it with a grain of salt because I don't know them. But they're saying this is the girl who we watched assault her. So I guess this is the one that actually was in the video fighting with her, they're saying. And this is being circulated all over. I also seen it on Facebook too. They're saying this is her. And then I also seen people saying that she was once a man and now she's a woman. I don't know if that's true, if people are just speculating. But I also seen that, you know, going around. But again, take that with a grain of salt. Yep, see, people are putting out the same thing. So, see, I don't know if this is true or not. Again, saying, is it true? The girl who was fighting, blah, 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 blah. Can't talk. I'm getting tired. She was born a man. Shanquella. So is this the person that was fighting with her? She was once a man. I don't know, you guys. Again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. She was 25. Yeah, she was 25. I don't know how old all the other people were. I got to do more sleuthing with all of it. But she was 25, had her whole life ahead of her. She was beautiful. She had her own braiding hair business. She was thriving. She traveled a lot when you look at her her Instagram. And yeah, she went to Mexico and this happened. But I don't know if this is true though. If this is the people are just, you know, people are online. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. But that's something people are stating. And here she is. Her whole life ahead of her. I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, gosh, for her to have a broken neck and a cracked spine. Vicky says, who cares if she was a man? I don't know if it's true or not, though, but I'm seeing that circulating. I mean, it would make sense for the amount of damage if that was if she was a man before. Yeah, she posted. I've seen. So she has her Instagram account for her business, and then she has a Instagram for herself. But I need to see if she also has a TikTok, because her mom says that she was posting her trip, and maybe it's in her saved stories. I have to go back and look at the archives of her stories and see. But her mom had made a statement that she was posting from her trip, and she was, having a good time. It seemed like and the mom's like, I don't know what went wrong. Lala says it would matter. Hateful, hate crime, beautiful, beautiful lady. Yes. All right, you guys. So I'm going to wrap up this stream. I do want to just thank you guys for being here. Also, if you're in any of the groups, if you can help me out by just sharing this out, hitting the like button on your way out. I hope the family gets a private investigator, because this is just insane. I don't believe what we're learning is not her passing from alcohol poisoning, and this needs to be looked at. And I hope justice for her. So I will be following this. I'm going to do a little bit more sleuthing with looking at, all the accounts and finding out what people are stating. Is there more to that video? What happened? Like, fuck, what happened here with this case? And why was she naked? Like, that's one of the biggest things I have is, why is she freaking naked? Did they make her undress, try to humiliate her? Was she just caught off guard? Was she getting in the shower? Was she sleeping? Some women do sleep naked. I mean, obviously, based off of what the mom has said, this was during the morning. And you can tell how, if you watch the video without it being blurred, you can tell that the other girl that is fighting with her, looks like she's, in a pajama set. She has a cap on her head. So, how did this all happen? I don't know. But thank you guys for being here with me. And I do hope and I pray that she gets justice. And I hope people start picking up on this case and talking about it. And if you're a creator and you can't make a video or share anything about it, share this video out, please. We need to get coverage for her and find answers, because knowing that they're dealing with the Mexican authorities just is not sitting too right with me. And then the FBI don't have jurisdiction out there. So yeah, the family definitely has a uphill battle for sure. So I do hope that they do get a private investigator, and they do continue to fight to get the answers that their daughter deserves. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys all for being here with me. And again, like I always say, you guys already know, stay blessed, stay grinding, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.